Hello. Hi. Hello, how are we doing today? Today is May the 23rd, 2021. I'm just making this video because I feel a little anxious today. I've been going through a lot. And I mean a lot. Like, between my health issues, my mental health, my work situation, which is incredibly crazy, uh, disrespectful clients, sexual harassment from staff and bosses, all kinds of crazy stuff. I have been going through it. And today I came to a realization that I have the choice to deal with it the way I deal with it. Last night I went out for the first time in I don't know how long, to a club, like a real club, in at least a year. I hadn't been out in at least a year. And I saw this girl that I went to middle school with. Like, I don't know how, but I remember this girl. Like, she used to be friends with my sister. And it was her, another girl, and my sister, and they were like the trio. Like, they were always together. They were besties. And I saw her and I was like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. So basically she told me like, hey, if you talk to your sister, let her know that you saw me. And I told her, I said, I haven't been talking to my sister. And she was kind of like, what? Because she remembered like me and my sister were like this, like all the time we were together. If I was going one place, my sister wasn't too far behind me. And she was like, I'm so sorry. And I didn't know what to say to that. I was just like, it's okay. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And she was just like, no, like, I'm really sorry. And I was like, please stop saying that. Like, it's uncomfortable. Stop. It's okay. Um, this comes after I had a heart monitor put on my chest and my sister decided to text me a message that was just kind of like not cool, man. Like, she just was like, oh, why didn't you tell me? Basically, like, she was offended that I hadn't told her that I was going through stuff. And I was like, well, this is why I didn't tell you, because instead of sending me a message saying like, hey sissy, I love you, I got your back always, if you need anything, call me, like, this is the message you sent me. Now mind you, I didn't respond to this message. I didn't respond to this message or the message she sent me the week before, practically telling me she wasn't talking to me because her assumption was that I wasn't talking to her, when in all actuality I just have stuff going on. I say all of that to say this: we have two choices in life. Two. And I don't care what nobody else tells you, you got two choices in life. One is to decide who you're gonna be. No one else can make that decision for you. You have to make that decision for yourself. Other people can have influence on that, but they cannot decide for you. And two, we can decide who's in our lives. We make that decision, no one else. No one can tell you they are going to be in your life. You have the decision to make. Like, I found out that most of my life I've been by myself, right? Like, I had my mom who was incredibly strict, kind of absent. She'll say otherwise, but I said what I said. I had my sister. We loved each other, but we never really got along. I had my little brother. We never got along. I had my dad. We were never really close until recently, and then we got unclose again because he just didn't want to be a dad, I guess. Um, I just, it pained me so much. It always pained me so much because I love these people, right? Like, I love them. Like, my older sister is like, she means everything to me, man. Like, I looked up to her. Like, she's the person who like really raised me type shit, you know? And to know that even though like we both knew it was coming, like we both knew at some point of our lives this is what was going to happen, we're both way too stubborn to admit that we're wrong. Well, she's really stubborn. She won't admit that she's wrong even when she is wrong and it's clear as day. um I just didn't see this happening. I didn't see this coming. I didn't want this to happen. I didn't want this to come ever. And it's painful. And I literally have sat and I've cried real tears. And I told my partner, I said, this is so painful to me because I love my family so much. And it's so easy for everyone to just say, like, it doesn't matter. She doesn't matter. It is what it is. Like, I stopped talking to my mom. Not because I don't love her, not because I don't appreciate who she is as a person, but because I didn't think, and to this day I stand by this, I don't think that the amount of care that my mother shows to me is equivalent to the amount of care that she should be showing to me. And I think she plays favorites. And I don't think that's fair. I have 2 other siblings. I have 3 other siblings, actually, from my mother. And I tell you right now, my mom doesn't call me. She doesn't pick up the phone and ask me how I'm doing. She hasn't in ages. I haven't hugged my mom since Christmas. And that's when I was leaving because I tried to have an in-depth conversation with her about why I feel the way I feel. And instead of listening to me, she got up and decided to start cleaning. Either because she didn't like what I was saying or because it just wasn't tickling her fancy. I don't know. Now, my sister, she spends every day with her. Every single day. My brother was just hospitalized. She came to see my brother, which means she was in the cities and she did not even think to call me. Hey, let's talk. Let me listen. Let's have a conversation. Nothing. My sister's the same way. My sister's always moving and grooving. They both have cars. They both have transportation. And everything. And nothing. Mind you, they'll say, oh, the phone goes both ways, Naya. You could pick up the phone and call me tonight. Why don't you come see me? Because every time I do, I get denied. Every time. I'll call my sister to talk to her about something that's important to me, and it's played off. When I shaved my head, she literally looked at me and said, why did you have to do that? Why was that the decision you made? Why? Instead of saying, like, do you want to talk about it? Is everything okay? Are you okay? How are you doing? How do you feel? None of that. It was judgment. I haven't even seen my mother since I cut my hair. I haven't seen my brother in months. I haven't seen my father in months. And everybody will tell you, oh, Naya's fucked up. Oh, she said this. She said that. She did this and she did that. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. When in all actuality, I haven't done shit to nobody. Nobody. Not one time have I done anything to any of these people. I've never stolen from you. I don't lie to you. I don't disrespect you. I've never slept with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or anything. I've never done any of it. Like, what have I done? And it's crazy because when I cut my mom off, instead of her calling me and saying, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm your mother. Let's have a conversation. Let's fix whatever this is. She's called me and left me a message and basically told me, like, oh, I guess it is what it is. God bless. I'm your child. I'm your kid. I'm your daughter. I'm your daughter. And you decided that that was the way you were going to deal with that situation. Okay. And I cried. Oh, I cried. I cried for 3 days. 3 fucking days I cried. My sister turned around and did the same thing. My dad turned around and did the same thing months later, like back to back. Within like 3 months, all 3 of them had stopped talking to me. And for what? Oh, my sister said, I can't reach you on Snap. What's your problem? Why'd you block me? I didn't block anybody. I just don't talk to people. And instead of saying, is there anything I can help you with? Like I always say to them, how are you doing? What do you need? Can I help you with anything? Everybody just said, oh, it's fine. It's not. She's fine. You know why? Because my entire life, everybody's been saying, oh, you're so dramatic. You're such a crybaby. It's always a problem. You just want attention, when in all actuality, I'm fucked up. I got real fucking problems. I got a fucking heart monitor on. I got to see a neurologist next week. Because I got real problems going on. And everybody has real problems, but damn, it'd be nice to have some support. But I don't get to have that. I get to be alone, and I get to struggle, and I get to hurt by myself. Why? Because the people I love don't necessarily feel the same way about me. And ain't that fucking funny? Because they are the same people that'll say, oh, we're family. You'll always be my sister. You'll always be my daughter. But where is that love? Where is that appreciation? Where is that honor? No? Nothing? I get nothing? I get nothing. And then my sister turned around and called me after the first time she sent me a shitty ass message, and I told her, I didn't even respond, because I said, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here, because I cried. Again, crying. Hurt. Once again, the people I loved didn't feel the way I felt. Sent me a shitty ass message. Oh, so it's you and that dude you're dating. You mean the man I decided to marry and had to do alone because my family doesn't support me at all, ever, for anything? It's insane. It's insane. And I don't even know, like, this video is not supposed to be about this. This is not what this was supposed to be about. And I'm so disappointed. I just like, and I know when I post this, because I'm gonna post it, because I have to be strong and I have to just deal with whatever comes with it. I know there's gonna be backlash. I think my dad follows me on Instagram. I know my sister follows me on Instagram, because when she found out about my heart monitor, she sent me the shitty ass text talking about, oh, I wish you would have told me when I called you on Monday. But you didn't call me on Monday to ask me what's going on with me. You called me on Monday to scream at me. You called me to tell me how shitty I was because I wasn't talking to you. You never asked how I was doing. You never asked if I was okay. You never asked me anything. I sat there and I listened to you, and then you hung up the phone on me and told me you'd call me back, and you never did. And still haven't, for that matter. And then you turn around on Friday and send me a shitty message because you found out on Instagram that I have heart problems. And instead of, again, saying, are you okay? How are you doing? Is there anything you want to talk about? You text me and tell me, oh, I hope it's a speedy recovery. My mom texts me, how are you doing? I say, I'm gonna be okay. She goes, oh, that's good. Everybody's gonna be okay. Sure. Hasn't once asked me about what's going on with me. I'm your kid. I'm your fucking kid. I don't care what anybody says about anything. I don't care how, like, if you have a kid who's completely disrespectful, who steals from you, who lies to you, who mistreats you, who maybe even put their hands on you at some point, who disrespects you in public, who talks down on your name, who is like completely and utterly just like a miserable fucking human being and not doing shit for themselves, drug addict, early pregnancy, mistreating their kids, all kinds of shit, then that makes it excusable. But I'm not that. I don't even fucking smoke weed. I barely drink. I don't go out. I do my work. I fucking have, like, everything that I have, I've gotten on my own since I was 13 years old. Since I was 13. When my mother decided she was going to stop taking care of me. Why? Because she said if I could fuck, I could take care of myself. Instead of sitting me down and having a conversation with me and saying like, hey, Naya, this is why you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. This is what's going to happen. This is how you're going to feel. And exactly what she didn't do is what happened to me. And then she tells me years later, this is why I didn't tell you, because I didn't want to give you the thought in your head. Why didn't you tell me so that I could avoid all of those things? Nope. Nope. And I'm just ranting right now because honestly, I'm fucking pissed off. And honestly, I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm tired. I haven't done anything wrong to anybody, and yet I'm the outcast. I always have been. I'm the black sheep. I'm the weirdo. I'm the crazy kid. I'm the one who ain't got no sense. Nobody's ever tried to help me. I got mental issues up my fucking arm. Nobody's ever tried to help me, and when I asked for help, what did they say? You always want something to be wrong with you. You're a hypochondriac. You always want to complain. So why keep asking for help? Now I'm 23 years old and I'm suffering. Migraines, so many sleepless nights, blackouts. Because the people that I want are imaginary. The sister that I want is imaginary. The brothers that I want are imaginary. The father that I want is imaginary. The mother that I crave is fucking imaginary. And I'll never get to see them. I don't understand how hard it is. Why is it so hard? Why is it so fucking difficult to just be good to people? I'd give my shirt off my back to anybody. To any one of them. I'd give up my home. Even right now, feeling how I feel so broken inside. If any one of them called me and said, hey, I need your help, I would be there. I would be there. Without a doubt. I doubt any of them would say the same thing for me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I hate that it's like this. I hate that my life is like this. But I told myself today I'm going to stop looking at it as a negative and start looking at it as a positive. Because if I don't, I'm going to die miserable. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm a good daughter. I'm a damn good sister and support system. I always have been. But maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that I didn't have the parents that I wanted, because I would be a piece of shit motherfucker. Maybe it's a good thing that I don't have my family to support me in this time of need, because it builds strength. I don't fucking know. I don't know. It sucks to even have to think about it that way, but that's what it is. Freaking back is killing me. Jesus.